morning and welcome to Thursday, the 27th of November. I would like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land where it is windy. So if you have interrupted service today, then please just click pause and watch it at the end so it won't buffer all the way through. That's what you get for living off grid in the middle of nowhere. And Elon hasn't come to save us yet either. Still waiting for Elon, but Mercury does go direct on Sunday, so hopefully all of our technical woes will ease up by Monday next week, or at least start to get moving again. All right, so today we have it's a little bit of a difficult day today. All right, I definitely fucking felt the effects of that Mercury Venus stuff. I had my Venus return yesterday and it was not pleasant. Was not pleasant whatsoever. So, now the words for today are: the discomfort may force action. The sore point from the other day may show itself like a bruise, but the wound won't stop you because now you will be extra cautious because that lesson has been well and truly learned. All right, so now you are putting in the new coordinates into your GPS and you are at least facing your new destination. Now, well, let's click the button, see if it's working. It's probably not. No, good morning, Kath. How are you? So all right. So now, there has been all this emotion in the air, and it is a water grand trine. So I did a reel about this yesterday because I have got lots of inquiries. It is a deeply emotional time. We do have Venus and Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, bringing up all of that darkness, old trauma, tricky subjects, investments, taxes, intimacy, that stuff, right? And then we've got Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, bringing up all of our family of origin, ancestral stuff. It's stuff that we're looking within for, and all about home and family. And then also Saturn, which goes direct tomorrow at 2:50 p.m. in Pisces, next to Neptune, which is just making everything confusing and foggy. And like, we want to build this dream, yet we're also seeing all of those old hurts and where they came from. All right, so we've got this, it's a circuit, all right? So if you just think of an electrical circuit, this is an emotional circuit, and all those connections are still in play. All right, so if you are still feeling this, I mean, look, if it's a trine, a grand trine for you, and this is wonderful, and you're working through everything fabulously, then fucking awesome for you. If not, and you are feeling the hurts, then just go with it because nothing lasts forever. I was talking about that whole face a new direction, leave yesterday where it is. However, like in the words for today, we are still bruised. We can still feel that sensitivity of the effects of what is going on for us, even if it's nothing direct, even if it's just something that's sort of in the background and there's a little voice in your head going, "Nee, nee, 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 nee." It's still annoying, all right? So, now the annoying is continuing today. So we do have, first of all, we have the moon, which is in Aquarius, which wants freedom and emotional detachment. And, like my future, my friends, the people. All right, so the moon is square Mercury retrograde in Scorpio at 2 p.m. So watch for words around then. All right, and then we have at 6 p.m., we have the moon sextile Chiron. All right, now remember, a sextile gives you an opportunity to deal with things. All right, so there's that. Oh, the hurt. The hurt is obvious around that 6:30 p.m. But if you've got the shits with someone at 2 p.m., then I don't know how that conversation at 6 p.m. is going to go. All right, you might still have the shits with them. All right, so 8:30. So after 3 p.m., the moon becomes in conjunct with Jupiter retrograding Cancer, and that is at 8:30 p.m. So there's that 5.5 hour window where you know better, but you're weighing up your options. Is it even worth addressing that hurt to the person that is shitting you? Probably not. All right. And then at 10:30 p.m. we have the moon square Venus in Scorpio. All right. So even there is sensitivities, there is rough love, there is tough love, there is I am not comfortable in this love. All right. So that's pretty much all day. All right. So square to Mercury first at 2 p.m., culminating in a square to Venus at 10:30 p.m. with a little bit of Chiron mixed into the show and Jupiter going, but you know better. So let's see who else is here. All right. Ah, look at everybody. Good morning, Karen. Hello, Sam. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you feeling? Look, I generally just smile and cruise through, but today I'm fucking pissed. I'm like, fuck this shit. I have decided to shut a door and tell my truth, because here's me with the Jupiter going, can I be bothered even trying to make a difference? Like, you might be at the end of your rope. All right. So here is where you weigh up what is good for you. All right. Jupiter in Cancer. That Cancer signature is always going to be there until you say enough. Whether you're the black sheep or the freaking sparkly, shiny sheep in a family, it's still that family of origin, and it is still your awareness, Jupiter, that decides how you are going to work with the hurts, whether you're going to address situations to make nice, or whether you are just going to moon square Venus and go, enough. Enough is enough. I have to shut this door and actually face in a new direction so that my future can be better rather than being held back in the past. So, how are you having this experience, or am I just the lucky one today? Good morning, Paulette. How are you? So, all right. So that was just the moon. Actually, sorry. And after 4 p.m., there is also a square to Uranus. So there is upsets. All right. So there is upsets. There is discomfort. And that's why I wrote in the title that the discomfort that you are feeling may force action. All right. And it's always good to act upon things. All right. Now, let's have a look at the rest of the planets. All right. So yesterday, yesterday, the moon, the sun, Mercury, and Mars weren't doing anything. Excuse me. But today, we have Venus at 25 degrees of Scorpio, moving towards the sun at 4 degrees of Sag. So Venus is coming up out of that discomfort, right? She's so close to Sagittarius, which I believe is Monday. I think Monday she moves into Sag. Yes, Monday the 1st of December she moves into Sagittarius. So she's going to be coming up and out of this Persephone realm, all right, where yes, she is a queen. Obviously, it is Venus. However, she's coming up back out into the spring of life. All right, so that should be nicer. She gets to disrobe those uncomfortable, prickly robes that she's not comfortable in. All right, so the sun is starting to conjunct Venus, or vice versa. Venus is actually moving towards the sun. Mercury, trine the North Node. All right, please believe and trust in your instinct on which direction you want to go in. If you want to forgive and forget, awesome. All right, that Chiron activity is going to help you do that. If you want to shut the door and move towards something new, then do that as well. All right, so that was Mercury trine the North Node. Trines are harmonious. They make the flow easy. But again, Mercury is pretty much stationary it's at 21 degrees and it stations at 20 degrees. So the next couple of days with Mercury in this condition and position, it's time to double check all the details and all of those Mercury retrograde things that you do. All right. So Venus opposing Uranus, trine Neptune. She's uncomfortable. She's trying to shake shit off. She's trying to make things feel better. You might be feeling really uncomfortable. All right, Mars also started a trine to Chiron. Mars in Sagittarius is like, I get it. Oh my God, Mars in Sagittarius. He's finally looking up and seeing all of those connections to why he is wounded. Chiron in Aries, his sign. All right, so this is again these moving forward realizations around the hurts that we are holding on to. All right, Jupiter also square Chiron. Jupiter offering us knowledge and awareness. Chiron offering us a nice big ass bruise. And Saturn conjunct Neptune, which is direct tomorrow. So, that's also allowing us to look into those beliefs and what we have built our foundations, our spiritual foundations upon, or our belief systems. And again, Saturn moves forward tomorrow and he's like, oh, okay, I'm leaving that shit behind. So, big days. The moon does move into Pisces tomorrow and with Saturn direct tomorrow, but we are moving into the first quarter square, but it's not going to be as bad as what today feels. Again, it might just be me personally, so I don't mean to be passing this on to you. I just feel like, why not just be authentic? All right. Why not just show you that, some things are just not okay. All right. Good morning, Mikkel. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my God, Karen, I was totally in the worst headspace yesterday. The whole day. I had mental paralysis. I could not function, and I ended up cracking it big time, which I don't usually do. And, let's draw a Dreamweaver's card because I feel like some really good advice would be nice from the universe right now. Give me some good advice. All right, just show me some bigger picture awareness here with, that sun in Sagittarius. Like, give us some guidance, guys. Give us some guidance. Oh, this one. This one. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I like this. It's so pretty. Card number 42, the answer of the universe. When you're neither here nor there. There we go. And you know what? It does feel like that, doesn't it? It feels like we have got a foot in both sides currently. Actually, I need those glasses. Can't find my other glasses, so I'm back to these ones. Okay. So, when you're neither here nor there, the period of time between what was and what you are moving towards, you cannot make this shit up, can you? Fucking love it. All right. You're not quite there, being present for every step of the journey. Are you feeling a little lost because your goals and intentions feel so far away? You cannot live your old life anymore. So, with one foot still in the past and one reaching for the future, you discover your in and in between world. This place still has flavors of your past, but it's also brightly colored by the glittering dreams of your future. You're just not there yet. This is a wondrous place to explore, for this is where you get to reconsider your past, choosing to see it as sacred and beautiful and not something to discard and run away from. If you can bless all that has brought you here right now, you'll see your time between the worlds will not be long at all. Is there anything at all you need to release in this liminal space? Do you need to cut any cords of old thinking? Are there any of your old stories or unfinished business niggling at you? Now is the perfect time to consider an inventory to ensure that you're not bringing your old baggage forward with you on this journey. Most importantly, you must see how far you have come. You are an extraordinary being of light, blessed by the universe and here on purpose. Trust your dreams and desires are sacred. They matter, and in perfect form they will arise to greet you on the other side of this in-between, where you may sometimes feel you're neither here nor there. Bring yourself to this moment and make effective use of it. Bless your life. You have nothing to lose on this adventure. And I absolutely love that. I think it really does sum up this discomfort that we're feeling that is neither here nor there. We have put in the new coordinates to our GPS. Mercury is just corkscrewing on the spot. Saturn's turning direct. Venus is moving out of Scorpio. Like, there's all these things that we're just about to experience. So, I highly suggest that you sit in these feelings so that you can decipher what the actual problem is. Or if you do already know what the problem is, give yourself some time and grace to grieve, maybe the past that you have to leave behind. I don't know, maybe you're in a position where you're still trying to make decisions about what to do, but you and your purpose and your future is the most important thing that you should be planning in that GPS. All right, so whether you have shut the door or whether you're just considering changing directions and shutting the door, let the frustration that is today, all right, so remember that period pretty much around that 2 o'clock mark is where things are going to start to get really tricky with that first square to Mercury starting. So all the rest of the things are beautiful, but it's definitely time to acknowledge. So yeah, Persephone, absolutely. Thank you, Sam. I'm glad it's appropriate and I hope it helps. And good morning, Julie. How are you? So lovely to see you. So that's me, guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. By the time I see you, the moon will be in Pisces. All right. So whether you have a little bit of a slow start, by the time tomorrow gets going, 2:50. All right. That's when Saturn is actually direct. All right. So don't give yourself a hard time. There is still this, like the card said, we are in between right now. We're like, I don't know, the underneath in Stranger Things. I don't know. I don't know. There's some weird shit going on. So anyway, I hope you have a fabulous day and that you are feeling supported in wherever you are right now. So take it easy. Bye bye. You are loved as well, by the way. You are loved, you are lovable, and you are worth every good thing that the universe has to offer. So don't ever forget that.